Evening, y'all. Um, I had another story I want to tell. Let's talk dogs and how certain ones just make an impression on our lives. Um, I've been reminded released recently on a lot of the dogs I've owned in the past, and one in particular kind of said, "Tell my story." I said, "All right." Well, I was a youngin' and I had a chance at a Treeing Walker Coonhound one time. I don't, I might have been, I don't even remember how old I was. I was barely into my 20s. And I had a family member tell me that he knew of a individual that had a hell of a dog. It would cost me $100. She was a gyp. She was done breeding, and they was pretty much finished with her. Had the name of Super B, and I said, "Well, I'll go look at her." So I drove out to see her, and she was just friendly. And anybody who knows about a Treeing Walker Coonhound, they just got that kind of doppy. It's almost like a great big basset hound, and they're just full of energy. And she just seemed to be something else. So, long story short, I wound up buying her, and I'd acquired two other dogs at this point, and because time had surpassed, and she was a really good coonhound. Um, I just wish I was more versed in the coon hunting. To let's just put it this way: anybody that owns dogs know that they know what they can get away with. So the story I'm getting at, just to show you how smart this dog was. I was building a new kennel out there on the farm, my grandpappy's, and it was for three gyps: a beagle, a red-bone coonhound, and her, Super B. And I got it all built up, and the beagle and the redbone were off on their way. And Super B was the type of dog she wandered wherever I went. She was just kind of a laid back individual. So I get finished building it, and she's laying in the shade watching me, and I look at her. It's like, "What do you think?" She just starts wagging her tail. You hear it beating on the ground. She's panting. I said, "Well, try it out." So she goes in, and I said, "All right, well, I'm going to go around here and visit with the family. Just, Sunday gatherings. I'll be back." So I'm sitting there shooting the spit with the rest of the family. And all of a sudden, here she comes, walking around the house. She comes wandering up. I'm sitting like I am now. She wanders up right here next to me and lays down. She just kind of does that old, looks up at you, saying, "Hi, how you doing?" And I was looking at her just kind of dumbfounded. I said, "How did you get out?" And she just, that tail's beating on the ground. She's just happy as the day's long. And I said, "All right, well, chill out for a few minutes." I said, "I'm going to take you back here in a bit. You got out, so I'll give you that one." So after a few minutes, I went back. And I said, "Go on in." And I checked the fence. She didn't push it out from the bottom. Everything looked secure, and I had the boxes all pulled in away from the outside so they can't jump up on the box and over the top. I will admit it was a 4-foot fence, but I had it fairly rigid, so it wasn't going to bend over and let them go out over the top. So I just kind of sat there perplexed. I said, well, you won that one. I'll see you in a bit. So I go back. 15 minutes later, there she comes again. I said, what are you doing? She did the same as before. She came over and she sat next to me on the ground. She just wanted to chill and be around everybody. She wasn't the type to just take to running off. I mean, unless it was nighttime. Excuse me. So, I'm not going to lie, I was a little confused with myself at this point. And I said, well, we're going to have a look at this when we get back. Excuse me again. So as time progressed, my grandpappy just laughing at me. He said, boy, you done something wrong. So, as it went, we went back there, and I'm sitting there because there was a bench outside of the pen. And there was a summer kitchen that I had butted it up against, the kennel that is. And she's sitting in, she went right in, no problems, no arguments. And I said, I'm looking over everything, and I'm done thought out. And I said, you know, I'm talking to the dog now. Yes, I do that. I said, you know, this is probably going to go against your against your best interests. Damn, I didn't think I had that many. Probably going to go against your best interest, but I need you to show me how you're getting out of here. And I said, I'd appreciate it. I said, not that I ain't going to let you out in the future, but I need to know. And she looked at me for a minute, and all of a sudden she's I said, what? And she did it again. I said, show me. And she wanders around the divider where I had the 2 gyps and then her spot. And I walk around and she noses the board I had against the summer kitchen. So I go over to it. And here I'd put 1 nail in the bottom, but I didn't put another nail in the top. So if this is the house and this is the 2x4 holding the fencing, it pivoted and created an opening. And that always just, you know, I wound up cooking her up some, I don't even remember what it was. It was either deer meat or whatever. Just because she was that good of a dog. Just shows you how smart they are and they know exactly what you're talking about. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers to all you and yours. Many blessings. You get the picture.